This looks like the journal of a naturalist. There are sketches of flora and fauna. There is no doubt. We are definitely on the trail of the lost expedition. It seems that one of the team kept a distance from the others. Let's see what we can discover. A trail of blood. That cannot be good. Follow it.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the shadowing guide our enemies.
More blood. We're on the right path. Keep going. A corpse. The clothes cannot be mistaken. It is a scholar of the Bridge Alliance. From the looks of him, I would say he's been dead for days, as we already thought. This isn't the woman whose journal we found. There is still a chance that she remains alive.
This man traded his life for all the suffering of my people.
It was only a scholar, a sage, not a warrior on the battlefield.
Do you think my people see a difference when bridgemen steal our people from their beds? From who do you think all the clans hide dead children?
I lean towards Siora's point of view. The practices of these scholars, so-called seekers of knowledge, are barbaric. Taleme would offer you protection and support.
In exchange for our souls. I think we would prefer to go to war.
I'll search the body. We might find something to help us understand. Here is the isolated camp mentioned in the journal. Everything is in order, but the inhabitants are no longer there. Its position would have allowed them to escape the attack.
The view over the valley is magnificent, and makes it difficult for an enemy to approach without being seen.
It is a journal. That of a woman from the expedition, a certain Afra. She speaks of their research and relates here that she felt watched. She feared an attack was brewing. I believe she was right. The writing stops mid-sentence.
These people of the bridge have either just hatched from eggs or are complete idiots. My people are at war. They do not spare an enemy under pretext that they are not wearing the clothing of soldiers.
We must follow the tracks of the attack. They will certainly lead us to our party of intrepid scientists.
This woman was right to fear the Donea Exregao. They must have followed this path coming from the swamp. This is where we should go if we want to find these lion scholars.
Look, those are islanders. They might be from the clan that attacked the Bridger camp.
That's possible. They look like trackers. But what are they tracking?
Renaigse!
We won't let you take us. We will not kneel down without a fight.
We have no wish to fight you. Siora.
We have not come as enemies. We are only here to find the Lion Men.
They are ours, Donegad. They will tell us that which we need to understand.
They are treasured, Renaigse. And they are not warriors. Let us take them away. They will bring you nothing but worries.
They bring us worries already. One of them escaped and threatened to bring their warriors to destroy us.
They should have told us where our people are kept. But you are right. It is better if they all leave.
Stay away from the main entrance. Our guards will not welcome your arrival.
Pass around. There is a smaller entrance hidden there.
There must be a key somewhere.
I'm not here to kill you.
Tell me then, what is your intended purpose?
We were sent to look for you.
Apologies, but allow me to express my doubts.
Well, after this little swim, you could always try to pull the trigger.
Who sent you to find me?
We were not looking for you in particular, but the entire expedition. It was Governor Burham who asked us to find you. He's worried about you. You haven't been reported.
You should have said that straight away. I must admit, I was hoping for a rescue. Of a different nature. Do you have a name?
Desade. I'm from the congregation.
The new governor's cousin. Who wears an islander face. I've heard stories about you. And them?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid. From the people that your own capture and torture.
I've never taken anyone. On the contrary, we had hoped to exchange our knowledge with your own.
Bishop Petrus, if our young friend hadn't insisted on coming here, I would have gladly let you rot in this marsh.
Behold the charity of the enlightened, huh? This is a rather odd group. I am Afra, a scholar from the Bridge Alliance. It is rather rare to find me rolling in the marshes. I study the fauna and flora of this isle. I should imagine you have many questions.
Have you made progress in your search for a cure?
We were studying some quite remarkable plants when we were attacked. The region is rife in unknown and novel species. Some seem incredibly promising. The local shamans know all these plants and they use them in their remedies. If only we had been able to converse with them rather than getting ourselves captured.
What has happened since the attack? How long have you been in these marshes?
We were taken prisoner and were brought to a village nearby. I was able to escape while the others were taken to a house that they use as a prison. I wanted to join the Bridge Alliance frontier post not far from here, but I wasn't able. So I doubled back to keep watch of the village from a distance. I have been hoping to find a way to free my companion.
We saw the site where you were attacked.
We were taken by surprise. I had an uneasy feeling and kept myself up. Most of my companions are incapable. One of them tried to flee. We decided to give ourselves up to avoid a
Could you lead us to the village where your colleagues are being held?
Certainly, and I fully intend to participate in...
This is where the natives took your colleagues?
Yes, it is here. These ruins are...
There are so many of them.
I have spied on the camp and discovered they are being kept... I would rather avoid unwarranted deaths. We should wait until nightfall and look around the camp to find a more discreet way to get inside. As they were about to lock my companions inside a cell. We're going to need a key.
Please, Honor Manawi, let's try to avoid a fight. Is that you?
Come quickly. We don't have much time. Thank you for your help.
Do not thank me yet. We are still in a shipload of danger.
Now, we must find a way to get out of this valley without putting my companions in danger.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! Engulf our enemies!
Rakarid, mercy, you have defeated us. Spare us our lives.
If you spare them, they will only hunt us down until we are all dead.
No, you have our word.
How can we trust you? You attacked our...
They are savages. They
We only sought to learn where you...
spared their lives.
Very well. Leave.
Thank you, Onol Manawi.
We are no longer in danger. Thank you for your help, Desade.
I must admit, the reasons for my being here are not entirely... Your research to find a remedy against the Malachor could...
You speak like a true man of science. Cut to the point, then you'll be thrilled. Your heroic efforts to...
Is that right? In that case...
Very well.
Sir Desade, and our expedition. I thank you sincerely for having brought them back, Excellence. You are a providential man.
Please, sir. It was you who convinced me and my cousin of the capital importance of their research.
Research that has borne fruit, Your Excellency.
Truly? This is excellent news. You have found a plant with sufficient properties?
Not exactly. Know that during our captivity, an island woman visited the camp. The natives called her Tiena Hac Cadactus and treated her with utmost reverence. I heard them talk about a remedy, a universal remedy it seemed, that she had concocted.
How's that? Leamat radidna siachtem?
Huh. Well, I grasp the basic of the local tongue, and I am certain to have heard the word yag. Remedy.
Surprising. But the Terna Hach is very powerful and very wise. It is possible that she did craft such a remedy. Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you. See...
Greenblood, my friend. Glad to see you. I'd like to...
I'm listening.
Remember that note?
Of course. The one that said...
Yes. It was signed with a name I'm familiar. He was the one who founded the camp we closed. And believe me, he is... I'm gonna find him and make him pay for what he...
Another time.
Anything else?
I must leave you.
I need to speak.
Yes, Petra.
I've come up with a plan to put...
Do tell.
You will have to take part in a fight. To do this, you'll have to face a champ.
That would effectively raise the odds.
That may be the case. But the highest bets...
I see. We are going to make the Mother Card...
And by doing so, you'll...
This will make her lose a considerable...
Exactly. I've even taken measures to make sure her... Without knowing it, she will come to me looking for gold in order to place her bet.
And she will be at our mercy. Is this how you settle scores?
This is how all scores are settled, my child. So, what do you...
It is certainly interesting. I'll come back to you as soon as...
Of course, my...
I'll see you later.
Take care.
Sade. I'd like to
I'm listening.
My colleagues are only interested in the physiology. However, if we want to understand the potions they drink, the dyes they use...
Why not talk about it with Siora?
Siora is very suspicious of me. But I was told about a place of ritual. By studying them, I hope to... But they call it a dangerous place.
Sorry.
I understand. Anything else?
I must leave you.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
Do it! What are you doing? Who let you pass?
Your men. We are here to parley with your chief.
Parley? With Renaigse? You truly believe that...
Leave this to me. I want to know what they have to say. I know you, Renaigse. It is you who freed the Loyan prisoners. You wounded none of my own. That required great skill. Speak. I will hear you.
We seek audience with the Tierna Ha Kadachtus. We believe that she knows of a remedy for a sickness that kills thousands in our homeland. This disease, and the quest for a cure, pushes my people to come to your island and to invade it. But if we could finally heal the sickness, most of them would return to their country.
You say it is a sickness that drives you like a plague over our island? Like locusts?
It is the main reason. Our lands have become a sad cemetery filled with the bodies of our dead.
This sounds true. You walk with the shadow of death. But what you tell me pleases me. I prefer chasing you away with our blades. But we have already lost so many of our own. Does your word carry value for your people? Are you a respected chief?
I am the cousin of the governor of the congregation and his emissary. He hears me.
Then promise me what you say is true. That you will do all you can to leave when you have found your remedy.
That I promise you.
You will find the Tierna Ha Kadachtas in the village of Vigshardir, to the northeast of this camp. Now leave us. And do not betray your word.
Karans.
I'm asleep. Good day. I'm looking...
What are you doing here? You are in a hidden village, a sacred village. The Renaigse have no place here.
I seek an audience with the Mistress of Wisdom, the Tierna Ha-Kadaktus. Do you know where I can find her?
The Tierna is in her home. She goes, she comes as her heart desires. Only her Voglendaig must know. And if I knew where she was, it's not me who is going to tell her, Renaigse. Go away, leave me alone now. I have much to do. The great hunt is coming.
You spoke about a great hunt. What is it?
A sacred ceremony, of course. How in your countries do you honor your lands and assure their abundance?
Well, it's a bit...
You Renaigse are very strange. It is no wonder that you come to our lands. If you do not honor the land with the great hunt, you must lack game to hunt. Each year, one of our own, our best hunter, dresses up as the Andrig. He becomes the White Andrig during an entire night and the others hunt him. If he escapes them, the game will be abundant, and the gathering fruitful during the entire year. It is a very important celebration.
I must take my leave.
Bortir to Madre Naikse.
Good day. I have
no idea what you want with her, but...
I do not seek to harm...
I don't know where she is. Her Vogland, you are in one of the most sacred villages, and we are busy making ready for...
Maybe I could...
Help us? During the Great Hunt, we place bells on the path to keep the animals away. During the last hunt, there was a great storm, and the bells were badly damaged.
Would you like me to repair them?
That would be good. If not, we need to make new ones, and I am afraid we will not have the time.
Seeing where it's been hung, it isn't surprising that these chimes are making no sound. They're far too low and can't catch the wind. Now with the chimes in the proper place, they should sound like they're supposed to sound. The base of this bell is damaged. That's why it no longer makes a sound. I need to build a new one. These chimes are once again in working order.
Maybe enlighten protect me in this battle!
I need help!
These chimes here are simply tangled. I need to untangle them without breaking them. There! Everything is in order. It will chime whenever wind blows upon the branches. Let's take a look at these chimes. Its base is damaged. The wooden tubes can no longer hit each other. We will need to craft a new base.
The shadow-faced warrior might be able to help. I saw him repair his armor the other night.
These chimes are once again in working order.
Well now, Renaigse.
Yes, they're all...
You are very surprising. I now believe your words to be... You need to find her Voglendai. I will tell...
Good day. My name is...
Vir Tirtumod, Renaigse. What are you doing?
I must leave.
You are here again.
Please now, I wish her no...
You speak well and...
Then... it...
There is much to be done.
Very well.
That would be good.
Hello. Are you Padilla?
Esqueto, I know no more if I am what you say.
What has happened to you? Why?
My eyes have clouded. I see no more.
But by the day...
No one knows. I said nothing to them. I know my village so well that I do, but I can no longer gather the herbs of this. But I cannot find them.
Very well. If you are certain that they are somewhere in this patch of woods, it won't be difficult.
But how am I to guide you? The names we give to...
Describe them to me.
One is a blue flower.
Very well. Don't go anywhere. I'm back, Padilla.
Yes?
I found the herbs that you were looking for. Here.
Thank you. You're good for a Renaigse. I did not know your kind bore souls such as you. I may return to the village now.
I will tell them that you're on your way there.
Thank you again. But I do not wish the date.
Goodbye, Padilla.
You are here again.
I found Padir. He should be along...
Whatever made him...
That poor Padir. It seems like it would be the right time for him to...
You are completely right. It would be a shame that such great wisdom be lost.
I thank you, Renaikse. You are welcome here. And I hope you find the Tierna Hach Kadachtas.
Ongos,
What do you want?
do you know where I might find...
The Tierna Hach Kadak.
Do you know where she might be...
You have earned the trust of the people here by helping Padir and preparing the trail of the hunt. I suppose that I could tell you...
What's the matter? You seem...
I lost...
Perhaps I could help you.
It is a sacred stone that my mistress asked me to study and meditate with. I had it with me when I was going to the... Of course, the animals let me... I would gladly go and look for it, but and what with the preparations and the great...
I see.
Thank you, Renaikse. The Tierna Hach Kadaktas went into the sacred...
And where could I...
To the west of the village. Be wary. This...
Could you help us remember...
On the 8th, that is...
Thank you. I must leave.
The enlightened protect me in this battle!
Ongos,
What do you...
I found your seal.
My heart thanks you. The Tierna Hach Kadakta.
I must leave.
Do it! You cannot enter here.
Very well. I'll be...
not welcome here in Exit.
I regret troubling your rest. My name is Disarday. I am a legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Mev, daughter of Morrigan, daughter of Cardwin. What is a legate? And what could he want from me?
I am an emissary, a representative of my nation. I've come to speak to you about a cure.
Of what cure do you speak? You do not show signs of sickness.
I'm not. But on our continent, many people are dying from a terrible plague. We have named the sickness the Malachor, and none of our doctors have been able to heal anyone taken ill. We have heard talk from some of your people of a cure that is so powerful that it can heal almost anything. You would be...
My son, it is clear this woman has no intention of helping us. As for this miraculous remedy, allow me to cast doubt on its very existence. The only true miracles come from the enlightened.
You come here all the way into my haven to deafen me with your teachings of holy miracles.
I apologize, that is not the purpose of our visit. The cure, on the other hand...
Tierna hach kadachtas. I ask you to forgive these foreigners. They do not know our customs. But their intentions are peaceful. They seek a remedy to heal their people with conviction.
And what is the Donegad of our people doing with these invaders? What do you seek in their company?
Understanding, Tierna. And to learn for the good of our people.
You truly think there is anything the Renaigse could teach of any value? They come here to rape our lands, as did those who came before them long ago.
This miraculous cure that we've heard talk of, could you share the formula with us?
You are either completely crazed or foul liars. None of this makes sense.
But
Enough! I have lost enough time with your lies and your foolish thoughts. I do not know what you truly want from me. But I will not be used like some puppet.
Maybe enlighten protect me in this battle!
Found the Dara, Maybe enlighten protect me in this battle! Found the Dara,
May the channeling of our enemies! They are wounded!
These roots are so interwoven and taut that it's impossible to get through them.
Karans, do you need some?
These roots are so interwoven and taut that it's impossible to get through them. These roots are so interwoven and taut that it's impossible to get through them. These roots are so interwoven and taut that it's impossible to get through them.
Are you ready to put our plan?
It is, sir. I'll come back to you.
Of course.
I'll see you.
Take care, my child.
There is residue. It looks as if something had been placed here. She passed through here, there's no doubt about it. But how was she able to get past these roots? This stone stele has something to do with the entry of the grotto. But how? This is obviously island magic. Some sort of ritual. The roots must open if one places the proper offering on the altar stone. I wonder if Ongos, the Voglendike, will know how this works.
Were you able to meet?
Yes, but to my...
Yes, many strangers. She must have decided.
I'm once again in need of your assistance.
You had the... If she chose to follow the sacred passage, then why would I share with you?
I promise that I mean her no. Her help is...
Tell me more.
My people have... If we do not... But the Tia, she will know of...
Your quest seems noble and with... You must feed the offering ward to...
I need to...
Yes, you must make... I cannot tell you from which plant it is. I will let you enter this one time.
Thank you for...
Do not be so eager to thank me. As do all sacred, this passage leads to...
And why should I...
Have stories of the Nadaig been...
Yes. I even encountered one.
Then you know of what
I must leave. This looks like a collection of skulls from various animals. I wonder what purpose they serve.
These skulls symbolize the animals. Through some rituals, we greet them. We thank them for feeding and dressing us, so that the next hunting season, they will once again give us the weak amongst their herds.
All of this is extremely interesting, but alas, it won't help me open the root passage. This bark is covered with little symbols. It looks like some sort of writing, though I've been led to believe the natives have no written language.
The Donegada use these symbols amongst themselves, and only they understand their meaning. It is a secret and sacred language. I cannot reveal to you what the bark contains without breaking my bond.
Can you at least tell me if they speak of a passage? A seed?
No. I would have told you.
All of this is extremely interesting, but alas, it won't help me open the root passage. All these crushed plants and these powders. She must have been preparing a potion. It might be the miraculous remedy. To be so close and yet to have no idea what to do with all this. All of this is extremely interesting, but alas, it won't help me open the root passage. This plant looks familiar. I saw some not far from here. Unfortunately, it's lost its seeds. I don't see any seeds here. The only clue we have is this plant. Let's try to find some other flowers. It might be their seed that opens the passage. Ongos.
What do you...
I must leave. All these flowers. Perhaps this is where the Tiernaha Kadactus... These flowers are similar to the... And they bear...
Those are the offering seed.
This isle, if only its usage did not entail...
We have what we need. Yeah!
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies! Be careful, my child. You need healing.
And there.
This place must be some type of shrine dedicated to the demonic creatures of this island. If the Ordo Luminis could see this.
Be respectful. We are in a sacred passage, which is for initiation and meditation.
We did not come to defile this place, and we do well to hurry. The Tierna Cadactus has quite the head start.
Protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies! May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
There's a chasm here. The Tierna Cadactus is agile. She must have jumped over it.
We cannot go this way. I need a bit of practice.
protect me in this battle! May the enlightened protect me in this battle! In this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies! Protect me in this battle!
I hope she didn't hide in this forest. Finding her here would be quite troublesome.
It is an ancient and holy forest. A powerful place. There must be a Nadag here. We should be careful.
the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
We didn't want this fight. Why? Why?
In order to capture and extract from her what we need. To examine her. Dissect her, if necessary. You have done us a great service, guiding us directly to her.
Are you saying that...
Even if the creature has concocted some remedial potion, it is not the song we came for, but the bird. She leads the sorcerers of this island. She knows how they transform, and from where their powers originate. Our scientists think that the remedy is there, in their pseudo-magic, and in their mutation. Thank you for bringing her to us, and...
Do you think I'm going to allow...
I don't... Apologies, Excellency.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
How dare you ask for mercy after attempting? You deserve no— I will not—
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
Tiana Hawk? We need to bring her back to— We should leave right away. Is she going to survive?
Yes, she will heal. They were not shooting to kill her. And we are resistant, you know. The bond empowers us. It gives us the vigor of animals, the resilience of trees. It's undoubtedly for that reason that your alliance is so interested in us. Tiana, he does not mean to harm you. Please, let me...
What do you want from me, Ranaikse?
We were manipulated by the Alliance. We had no idea that they sought to capture you. We believed their fable of a miraculous remedy. We killed the man that wounded you. He will hunt you no longer. And their governor will have explaining to do.
I suppose I should thank you for having pulled me from their claws and bringing me here. And to have crushed the life out of a few of these parasites. There is indeed a remedy. But I doubt that I can do anything against this sickness that you describe. I don't know it. And I don't see how I could create a remedy that would heal it.
Perhaps you could try.
This remedy was prepared for these monsters. Captured. Those that do escape are in. That's why I made this remedy. Not for your Malikor.
How can you be so sure?
Perhaps. Enon Mil, God of 1,000 faces in your tongue. They and we are tied. Their generosity to our people is in after all.
This is strange. Enon Mil.
The God of 1,000 faces. He protects us.
Precisely. We know that the congregation came to this— The Malakor could be a curse cast at that epoch. After all, is it— Either way, if there is something, or someone on this— We need to bring this news back. Even if we don't have a remedy yet, he'll be happy to—
Karans, do you need...
I'm asleep.
My dear cousin, come closer and tell me what brings you...
Allow me to present Afra, an emissary of the Bridge Alliance. She is an eminent naturalist who studies local flora in an effort to find a remedy.
Your Excellency, it is a great honor.
You were part of Governor Buren's lost expedition, if I've understood correctly, were you not?
Yes, And our research would have borne fruit if it hadn't been so brutally interrupted.
I can only imagine. Nevertheless, you are most welcome. Your great learning will certainly prove useful. I implore you, my dear cousin. Do continue. We are eager to hear your news.
I wanted to inform you of our progress made in the attempt to discover a cure. As you advised, I followed the leads shared by our allies, none of which led anywhere. However, they both pointed in the same direction, towards a sort of god that the natives worship. They call him En Onmil Frichteman, the god of many faces. He is very powerful and protects the island.
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of myth? Even a superstition?
I saw it with my own eyes take shape during a ritual. It is possible that the Malachor is the expression of its vengeance.
You are referring to the secret we unearthed. The entire continent is paying today for the errors of our grandparents. It is a terrifying perspective.
But if it were true, he must also be able to help us heal.
Katasak, my friend. I saw you flinch hearing that name. You are familiar with this being.
All of the Donegada know him, even in their flesh. He is Tirfradi. It is with him we make our bond, but I would be surprised that he is at the origin of your sickness. He is generous and only rages when attacked and wounded.
I fear that is exactly what we did. Cousin, I know that I ask much of you, but I have no choice. You need to go and find this magical being. I won't survive for much longer. Beg him. Offer him all that he wants, but we must have this remedy. I need it.
I shall do all in my power, Constantine, I promise you. But I need to find a way to communicate with him. I was already sent to fight a guardian under that pretext, and it almost killed me.
There is a way. A way so sacred that even we Donegada cannot use it. Enon Mil Frichteman decides. It is not I who judges your intentions. Go and find Glendon, the sage, to be able to speak with him. You must...
I had no idea that such...
You have not yet been named Mal of your clans. When this has come to pass, we will give you a...
It is a symbol of great trouble.
I do not wish to lose the soul who is... And also, you have proven...
Thank you, Katasak. And thank you, dear cousin.
Here comes our pay, boys! Me in this battle. May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Do it.
Hello, my name is Desardet.
Good day, Legate Desardet.
I am Siora.
All here remember. But you are not yet. I am sorry.
I beg your pardon.
Here is the seal of the...
And so you are a trusted friend of the great here? Enter.
I give you warm greetings, Glendan. I am Desardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Your merchant congregation sways me very slightly from my path. But you are a current of Katasach. His trust in you makes me stop and look at you. What brings you here?
I seek a remedy. My cousin, as well as many other people on our island, suffer from a terrible sickness. We think that only Enon Miel Frichteman can help us find a cure.
Really? And Katasach sent you to see me?
He told me that the only way to meet with your god was to come and see you. You would judge our worthiness.
Judge your intentions? Yes, that I can do. But even if I should do this, you would have many trials to pass. For the path you seek to follow has only been tread but a very few times, and you are the first Renaigse to set foot upon it. We must begin where everything begins. There is a trial. The trial of water. It will show us the reflection of your soul.
What must I do?
You must go to a cavern and tell me what you see on the seal you will find deep in its center.
And this cavern is guarded, I suppose.
That is true. But the simplest solution is not always the best. It is a path with many forks. I hope you will prove that you understand the spirit of our people and our island. Go now. Show us your true face, and return purified by the waters of the cavern.
What can you tell me about
that? The word God, he is Tir Fradi in all and everything. You are looking for wisdom to heal the Renaigse, but you still see it with the eyes of a Soto. He is much more.
I must leave.
Qua awela.
You have spoken to Glendan as you wanted. What more can I do for you?
I was asked to pass the trial of water. What do you know about it?
I have never passed it. Only those who must reveal their soul walk this path. The High Kings and Queens. It is a tremendous honor given to you, Renaigse.
Do you have any advice to give me?
I only know that the trial can be passed in many ways. One way is through strength. The other, but I know no more than this. Anything else?
Nothing else. Thank you.
Good luck.
Siora, do you know anything about the trial that awaits us inside?
My mother passed it during the last election, but it was Vinbar that was elected in the end.
Did she tell you about it?
A little, but it is a secret trial. It is important that you give your whole heart to it.
I know that you must choose your path in your way. Combat is not necessarily the best response. If you are confronted with animals, remind yourself that and there are ways of altering food to make...
Is that...
Look, they're eating the old carcass. If you poured some sleeping potion on it, they'd fall asleep. Karantz, I need to talk to you.
I'm listening, Sue.
Do you remember the mind?
Yes. If I understand...
Even though these priests would make good allies against the Lions because my mother would never have traded, and she would have wanted to be buried.
So you think that they'll...
Yes. And will you investigate?
Of course. Let's go.
Hello, my child. What, do you want to hear the word of Saint Matthias?
Not really, Father.
Nice to meet you. What can we do?
We would like to know more about the agreement you
I do not see how our agreement concerns the We swore to provide this village with all our support.
In exchange, its inhabitants will have to
My mother would never have made such an agreement. She's the one who encouraged me to become a...
The Queen had understood that the light was the only... It is for this reason that we have accepted to seal our...
She had an engraver come to Falristal.
I do not believe a single word of this. You, the people of the light, are nothing but liars.
You would do well to hold your tongue, young lady.
By not respecting us, you are committing blasphemy.
Because you think that you can administer justice here.
Siora, let's not get into another...
That is an excellent...
Do you want to trade?
Enlighten, protect me in this battle. Protect me in this battle! May the fire engulf our enemies! protect me in this battle!
Here's the stone we were looking for. It is destroyed. We can no longer decipher the symbols. Strange, isn't it?
This stone was damaged on purpose. We will never know the precise terms of the agreement.
There may be a way. Promises in stone are a very ancient tradition. Those who want to make these agreements must turn to a keeper of promises. An artisan who makes the stone speak. There are but a few. We did not have one in our village before Karadeg's arrival. He must be the one who engraved this stone.
I thought you could not write.
The Donegada have a secret writing that those who want to seal a promise. Strange. It looks like no one's there, but the door's left open.
Empty. Everything is broken and turned upside down. A sculpted engraved stone. What happened here?
It seems like there was a fight. Everything...
It's as if someone wanted to meticulously destroy...
The owner must have left in a hurry.
Unless someone else did this.
Do you know where he might be?
This engraved stone. He is the Karadeg originally belonged to this clan.
Let's go to Vigigador, and we'll find out.
Can you come and see me? Bertir Tumad, thank you for coming to talk. You are on Olmanawi, but you...
Lugaid Blau. Is that what you...
Yes. Those...
They're coins. But to answer your question, yes.
Is Legate der...
No. It means that I am in charge of
So I was wrong. Some of your clan are preventing us...
Really?
Several seasons ago. Some men... There were some old trees in this glade. At first, everything was... So we wanted to heal, but they won't let us come close.
I could investigate.
Yes, please.
Bertir Tumad.
I am Dunkas, the Mal, and the Donne. You're very strange.
My name is Desarde.
You are a Lugair Blau? Oh, I didn't know that. They may not be so different from us. What brings you here on Manawi?
We're looking for Karaday.
Did he come back to your...
He did come, and then he left.
Do you know where he might have...
He feared. He must have left for the woods.
Did you exile him?
He is the one who left. He thought that we should be fighting them, throwing them back to the sea. And I did not want him to return if it... Is there anything...
I'm asleep.
Qua awalam seg.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
It is Karadig. He's over there.
Signora, Bertirto.
These strangers are my...
What do you want?
Tell me about your role as...
Most words must be free, but some words must survive those who utter them. Those who want to become one must... Then they teach us the words of stone.
So you're a kind of cleric?
Do you want to know?
We would like to ask you about a stone you supposedly engraved.
It is the stone of the Renaigse, isn't it? I did not like them, but I could not... And now that she is no longer with...
It is because you are the last person to know what was engraved.
I kept the piece of tree bark in...
With this tree bark, we could verify what my mother promised.
No, Donegad. Renaigse only bring us trouble. I do not want to deal with them.
Since you want to chase the Renaigse away, and since you want protection, why don't you join the rebels? We could indicate the location of one of their camps for you.
The rebels?
The Donea Exregao. They fight the Renaigse, and they accept people from all clans.
I have heard about them, but I didn't know where to find them.
We could help you join them, but we need this tree bark. It's the only way to prove that the priests lied.
In that case, take the tree bark. I hope that it will help you to chase these Renaigse away, Donegad. And I did not think I would say this one day. But thank you, Renaigse.
What do these glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions. And they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing our traditions. I knew they were lying. Let's show this to a saint.
Siora, Asir, Vertir to Madis.
What do you want?
Could you tell me about...
You are right there, and you let... Perhaps I wanted to... Perhaps, but what did you want?
Azeld.
Yes.
We retrieved the piece of tree bark that carried...
Siora, what's written? Mother promised to help them against the lions, and they There's nothing mentioned about... And even less about them being enticed.
So they lied.
I think it's high time they lied.
I think so. You lied to us. You took us for God. Leave this village at once.
But if you want our help...
By lying, you have the entire village will be happy to make you... You do well to leave
We are not here to shed blood.
Very well. We're leaving. But we will not forget your role in this matter.
I did not think... Thank you. Thanks to you. We managed to chase away these lawyers. Yes. Siora, of course. Karans, do you need some?
How did you know that those... After all, given the situation...
I knew my mother well. We were close. She...
I think I understand. Your island, your culture, and your faith are so close...
Exactly. The Earth talks to us because we believe in it, in its spirits. Without these beliefs, we would be but empty shells. Our mother would never have wanted that for us.
I am happy to see that you understand us so well. Anything else?
Why are you and your sister so different?
If you're talking about physical differences, when we were little, we were perfectly identical.
I have no trouble believing it. And I'm glad that out of the two sisters...
Gentler. Really? Anything else?
I must pass the trial of war.
I have heard it talked about. One says that the trial... My mother passed it during the last...
Did she tell you?
I know the combat, if you are... And there... Anything else?
I must leave.
at all on Almanawi. Do you want... Do you see any... If you want to trade again, you know where to find me.